Laundry Service is the first English CD. And when did you learn to speak English, or did you always?
I always spoke a little bit of English, but I think I've been improving on the road.
Yeah.
With my English, yeah.
Right.
With the musicians, you know, hanging out with them
Now
in the studio. But it's not perfect yet.
That's all right. It's good enough.
Sometimes.
We can understand.
Thank you very much.
Now, you released your first record when you were 13.
Yes.
And how did you get a record deal at that age?
Well, I decided that I wanted to be a singer since I was 10.
Yeah.
So by then, I already, you know, had made the decision. I wanted to be a singer for the rest of my life. So I started knocking at each possible door until I got my first record deal with Sony. So it's been almost 14 years of career. 14 years. And it still feels the same.
Right, and you're the overnight success that everyone's talking about. Now, did you have a demo tape to show them when you were, when you were 13, you had a demo tape?
No, I actually met one of the executives of the company in Colombia who was doing some promotional stuff in my city, my hometown, Barranquilla. And a friend of mine, who was also a friend of this guy, just insisted so much that he could see me, and I went to the hotel where he was staying at with my parents. And I did a little performance a cappella in the lobby of the hotel for him. Right. And then the next day, he was so impressed that then the next day I was traveling to the capital of my country, Colombia, Bogota, and then I got signed the next day.
How about that? That's sort of like a dream Hollywood story.
Yeah. It's almost like a prophecy, you know, for me, because I always felt that that was going to happen at some point in my life.
And it did.
Yeah, and it did.
You have to dream it to live it. I think that's true.
Yeah, I think so. Especially when it's a call, when you feel that's a vocation, no?
Right. How many albums have you released in Spanish? Lots.
5.
5 albums.
Yeah, this is my 6th album.
Yeah.
First one in English, with English songs, but it also has Spanish songs in it.
And were you nervous about that? You know, they all talk in the Latin community about if you make the crossover or not. You know, but there seems to be such a blending now anyway, you know.
Yeah. Well, I was nervous, especially at the beginning, because first, you know, Gloria and Emilio, they were the first ones who believed, because Emilio managed me for a while. Now it's Freddie the man, you know, the man who's managing me. But Gloria was one of the people, the first ones who believed that I could sing in English. So when they told me, hey, you have to make a record in English, and I said, yeah, of course, yeah, why not? And then the next day I was thinking, oh my God, I'm in trouble now, because now I have to write in English, and you know, English is not my first language.
Right.
So it's, you know, it's different to have a conversational English, the day-to-day English, to talk to you, Rosie-O'Donnell, in English, than to, you know, express your most intimate emotions
in another language,
feelings in another language.
Or comedy, you know that, because cuando yo no tiene un programa aquí en Nueva York, yo quiero un otro programa en Miami, español solamente, no inglés.
I think you would do great.
You think?
Yeah.
All right.
You're charismatic enough.
But I have to learn to be funny in Spanish.
You are funny in any language.
I don't know if I'm funny in Spanish, but I'm going to try. Well, gracias por tu estar aquí en mi television show.
That's funny enough.
There you go. The CD is called Laundry Service. You're a very talented young lady, Shakira. Thank you very much for being here.
No, thanks much.
We'll be right back.